Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Vande Guru Nisha Bhakta, Nisha Nishavatarakam, Tat Prakasham Tat Shaktim Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam. Granthera Arambha Kori Mangalacharana. Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smarana Haya Vigana Vinashana Anayasa Sapal Nijavanchita Purana Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padeyara Asha Caitanya-caritāmṛta Hare Kṛṣṇa Dasa Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishishanyavadi Paschata Deshatharine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much, dear worshipable devotees, for joining. We are reading Adi Lila, chapter 5, Caitanya Caritāmṛta, entitled The Glories of Lord Nityaānanda Balarāma. We read till text number 215 yesterday. How Srila Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is taking the darshan of deities like Madan Gopal, Madan Mohan, Sham Sundar, Radha Govindev, etc. And how he's carefully noting that how Radharani is standing on one side and then Lalita is standing on the other side. So that's a context that's a point where we stopped yesterday. We'll continue from text 216. Nityānanda daya more tare dekhila Shri Radha Madana Mohane Prabhura Kari Dila. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The mercy of Lord Nityananda showed me Shri Madana Mohana and gave me Shri Madan Mohan as my Lord and Master. So, Guru Kripa se Krishna mile, Krishna Kripa se Guru. So, Nityananda's mercy only leads us to getting to see the real darshan. We cannot have darshan of the deities without the mercy of the spiritual master, and Nityananda Prabhu is the Adi Guru. Balarāma is the Adi Guru. So, and he's always grateful and acknowledging and remembering that it's only because of the mercy of Nityananda who showed me Madan Mohan. This reminds me of a pastime of Sri Ramanujacharya and Dhanurdas. So there was once a wrestler who was very, very attached to his, his kind of girlfriend, and he was always busy looking at the eyes of that lady. And one time a big procession was going on. The deities, like the Yatra, Shobha Yatra procession is going on, similar to like Rath Yatra. The deities are going, but this guy is busy, covering the girl's head with the umbrella and looking at her eyes. The Yatra is going on that side, and this guy is busy looking at the other lady. And all the people were, and this is like 1,000 years back approximately, so that such sights were not common in Kali Yuga. This may be a common sight, especially in the Western countries and even in India nowadays. But this was certainly not a common sight 1,000 years back in the Vedic, culture was followed. But all the disciples, were kind of embarrassed and what's this going on? And like, imagine like big bomb drums, kettle drums, and people, like hundreds and thousands of people are going, but this person is oblivious of all this. So then finally Ramanujacharya told him, call him, I want to see him. And then someone, like was say, hey, and he was busy in his own world. And finally someone like literally, moved his shoulder and said, oh, and he came back. Okay, what happened? Okay, and Ramacharya is calling you. He said, what, can't you see like this big, deity procession is going on? He honestly said, I've never seen anything more beautiful in the eyes of this woman. So Ramacharya said, if I show you something more beautiful than the eyes of this woman, will you take their shelter? He said it's impossible because I have explored the whole world. I have not seen anything, right? But yeah, I'm open to your idea. So Ramacharya said, okay, please come tomorrow morning to the temple. So Ramacharya called him to the temple, Sri Rangam, and showed him the beautiful form of Lord Ranganath, showing when he was doing the arati, starting from the lotus feet of the Lord gradually. And Ranganath is like lying down, right? So not up, like, going this way. So lying down, showing the beautiful lotus feet, then limbs, then the waist, then the chest, then gradually going to the face. And then finally, when he saw the beautiful eyes of Lord Sri Ranganath, his heart completely melted. That very moment, that Kshana, he took shelter of Ramacharya. And he later became a great, great disciple named Hanudas, and there are a lot of pastimes. But again, this reminds me of, so it's not that many people take darshan of deities. Many people try to approach Krishna, but it's only the mercy of Guru, in this case Nityaనంద Ram, and in that case Sri Ramanacharya, who made them to see the deities. We should know, without the understanding of proper tattva, without the understanding of Srila Prabhupada's books, deities will just remain some stones, and that's what most people treat them like. But when we come to ISKCON, when we read Prabhupada's books, then only we understand what is deity, how to properly offer obeisance, how to care for them. And so therefore, the mercy of Guru is very, very important, even to see the deities. Guru gives the Jnana Chakshu, the Divya Chakshu. Like Krishna gave Arjuna the Divya Chakshu to see the Virat Rupa. So therefore, Guru anoints us, with the eyes of devotion. When we see Krishna through the eyes of devotion, then only we'll be able to really see Krishna. Otherwise, we'll see some stone, some metal, some wood, something. And then, so Guru's mercy is very important. Any more comments, thoughts?
Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, you just said that Krishna gives us Guru, and Guru also helps us to get Krishna, right?
Correct.
So when Prabhupada met our Maharaj, when the hippies, they didn't know Krishna, but they came to the Guru first, the Prabhupada, and then they learned about the Krishna. So this is, I see that only one process. Even sometimes I saw in other reading books in other sampradayas outside the Vaishnava sampradayas, that they come to contact a sannyasi and that life changed, and then ultimately they went to the sadhana, though that defined. So we see sometimes the one way also. How do you explain that?
Yeah, Krishna Kripa se Guru mile. So the point is, Guru is walking Krishna, talking Krishna also. Guru is that it is, and multiple people approach Krishna, multiple people come to the spiritual life for multiple reasons, right? Sometimes they may be inquisitive, like Chaturvidha Bhajante Mam, Jana Sukritano Arjuna, Arti Jigyasvarartharti, Jnanicha Bharatarshava. So they may approach multiple ways. And sometimes it could be totally causeless. Sometimes it could be from the previous lifetimes. We don't know all those connections, right? Sometimes they may have taken prasad unknowingly also, called Agyata Sukruti. Sometimes they could have seen a darshan of a devotee. Darshane pavitra karo etumara guna. Maybe in this life, maybe in the past life. So what we are seeing is maybe like a very short, temporary, few years period, but we don't know their eternal journey of their spiritual journey. So therefore, it is encouraged by all the devotees, by our teachers, that whenever we meet, in people in book distribution or public programs, we even if they don't want to buy the book, we can ask them, can you hold the book? Just by holding, they'll get their purification is happening. They give some prasadam. Just say, can you chant Hare Krishna for world peace and happiness? Just that much is going to help them unlimitedly. Or even they don't do all that, just they see like some Hare Krishna Kirtan going on in the background, even faintly they hear, that has also helped them. So it could be a very, very intricate, and sometimes Prabhupada was also asked, Prabhupada, his disciples, we were not, we were not born in a Brahminical family. We didn't have any parents to teach us all this Hare Krishna stuff. We were into all these materialistic activities. And it is said that one needs some qualification to be into spiritual life. Prabhupada said, I made your qualification. So just by the pure devotee's desire that I want to please my guru and please send me some people whom I can share Krishna consciousness. And of course, they were not ordinary people. As Prabhupada, told Jayapataka Maharaj, is an eternal associate of Lord Chaitanya, right? And how could such a person possibly, even such advanced age, even so many health challenges, but still preaching throughout the world and thousands and millions of people he is preaching to? So certainly they are not, they were arranged by Lord Chaitanya to help and assist in Prabhupada's mission. So in short, it could be a series of factors, maybe in this life, maybe in the past. And but what is in our control is to keep directly or indirectly help others get the Agyat Sukruti. Yes. Nandini Mataji, you want to add, please?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you so much. Nice question, nice answer. Just one small point. I know a lot of Prabhupada disciples say that in Alachua, I was really praying to Lord that this cannot be the life I'm leading cannot be the right one, or I'm addicted, please help me, please save me. And lot of them, they really prayed, dear Lord, please do something. And that's Krishna, right? Praying to the Lord in the heart is my understanding. Back to you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Very well.
Very nice. Very well.
Yeah, they were like searching. They were searching for the absolute. Even Vishka Prabhu's story, if he was searching for the right books. Please take me to the right books. And then he got the Back to Godhead magazine. He shared when he came here. And of course, Radha Swami Maharaj journey, we know Devamrit Maharaj journey. So many of these great souls, they were really looking, even Bhakti Charu Maharaj. He was from India, but he got Krishna consciousness practically in the outside world when he was in Europe or in the Western countries.
Germany,
yeah. So yes. Even my wife was telling me just the other day that even Devi Shakti Mataji, who is currently in India, was watching a short video. She was also like, all these were like revolutionaries in their own way. What they did, what the level of their surrender, all these Prabhupada disciples is totally like hats off. So they are not ordinary souls. The level of their surrender, the level of commitment to Prabhupada, the level of dedication, that still they are doing so much, even in their advanced age. Those who are physically present now, like just 2 days back was His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's 78th Vyas Puja. 78th Vyas Puja. And he has not missed a single Mangal Arati. Just imagine. Anywhere he goes, he preaches all over the world, traveling all over the world at the 78 years. Imagine. We cannot even imagine, because it's so hard. Is to maintain our, like, the basic living is so challenging. moving, just to move the body at 78 years is not easy. But they are like creating, still preaching. Almost all of them are like 70 plus, approximately. Most of them, majority of them are 70 plus years. But still doing so much. So thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful question, and thank you, Nandini Mataji. Okay, let's read next verse. Yes, Nandini Mataji, you want to read, please?
Yes, Prabhu. Dandavat pranam, devotees. Jai. Mo adha me dila Shri Govinda darshana kahi bara kathana he akatya kathana akatya kathana. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. He granted to one as low as me the sight of Lord Govinda. Words cannot describe this, nor is it fit to be disclosed. Wow, I wish I was that grateful for having the darshan every morning. Back to you, Prabhu. I don't know what to add. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Yes, as Mataji mentioned, the mood of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is very full of great gratitude, never taking anything for granted. Because sometimes we may get opportunity to take darshan of deities, to meet devotees, to hear Hari Katha, to read Prabhupada's books. But it's only possible by someone's lot of hard work, primarily Prabhupada's hard work. If a temple exists at a certain place, there are hundreds and hundreds of devotees who have put their hard work, their money, their resources, their intelligence, their planning, their thoughts. And every day, I mean, like a place like Alachua or any temple for where deities are there and worshipped properly, it's not an easy thing. So much planning, so much system, so many devotees are like, working behind the scene. There are a lot of small things, and in the eyes of Krishna, there's nothing small, but a lot of like details to take care. Who's going to come, who's going to open, who's going to close, who's going to clean the deity vessel, who's going to come and make the garland, who's going to open the altar, who's going to do arati, who's going to dress the deity, the big deity, who's going to bathe them. So, and multiple times, who's going to change the dress, who's going to shine arati, the noon arati, the offerings, then cleaning, then backup, and prasad distribution, cooking, festivals, programs, Janmashtami, then the Damodar program, Rath Yatra, outreach, book distribution, fundraising. So much is there. I mean, these are just like few of these. So often a person like me, so go to the temple, see the deities, Haribol, say some prayers, and done. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is not taking things for granted, not feeling I am entitled. Taking for granted means entitlement. Entitled means, yes, I deserve to see the deities, but he's not feeling I deserve to see them. When we feel we are undeserving, we become deserving in the eyes of Guru and Krishna. Those who think that they are very, very deserving and they are very, very qualified, they are most unqualified in Krishna's eyes. It's opposite. It's opposite. Mo adhame. I'm the most abominable. And you gave me Sri Radha Govindev's darshan. This is certainly your causeless mercy. So, yes, Prabhu.
So, Prabhuji, you just said that we should not take granted everything. Like Prabhuji, Partha Prabhu, he joined few days from South Dakota. You remember, right? I met him in the
Yes.
The place he lives in South Dakota, not even one Indian there. Product Bangladeshi. There's no temple around. So his wife is pregnant now and having a lot of nausea, vomiting. We call hyperemesis gravidarum. So he works in the lab 10, 12 hours, and one small kid has to come, take the keys, and at the time it start the satsang is a central time. Sorry, at the time it start Bhagavatam, so he cannot join now. Cooking because wife cannot do. So sometimes I speak with him, even he cannot join. And very nice soul, and want to learn more. But there's no association, not a single person association. He came all the way for conference to Orlando and met me in the Orlando temple. Now he's so grateful to come in contact with a so-called devotee like me, and we're keeping in touch. But really, Prabhuji, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for inspiring him and his family. South Dakota. Actually, I didn't even know that there's a state called South Dakota in US. It's all the way in the. It must be cold also now. Getting cold. Maybe you can mail him some cookies or some prasadam.
Yes, he wanted to Bhagavatam set, but I said, let us discuss Gita first, then slowly. And he's not sure that Bengali or English. I told them that I feel comfortable in English because some Bengali words is so hard that even I never heard the translation. So it does not mean anything, but English Prabhupada made so easy, very easy to understand.
Yeah. And if he wants, if the words are coming from him, like consider that as Krishna's arrangement, and you can help him get the Bhagavatam set too. It's nice. And as you know, that this is the mood of our acharyas to get Bhagavatam to everyone.
He's going to move very soon. He got the first letter. You call Prabhuji what? E20 or something. So he's applying all the universities around us. So probably by Krishna's mercy, he might be moving around.
What is his profession?
He's a postdoc in molecular biology. So he do the surgical experiment on the rat's head, neurological experiments with all the drugs, and then make the slices under those things.
Then he certainly needs to get Bhagavatam. It's a lot of heavy. I don't want to say it. And Bhagavatam certainly should be there. Yeah, please inspire him. This Bhadra Purnima is coming. Okay. So gratitude and entitlement we're discussing. 218 is Sudhir Prabhu, you want to read?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Kṛṣṇa devotees, Dandat Pranam, all blessed to Srila Prabhupada, 218 to 19. Vrindavane yoga pita kalpataruvane Ratna mandapata he Ratna simhasane Shri Govinda Vasiyechena Vrijendra Nandana Madhurya Prakashe Karena Jagata Mohana. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. On an altar made of germs in the principal temple of Vrindavana, amidst a forest of desire trees, Lord Govinda, the son of King of Praja, sits upon a throne of germs and manifests his full glory and sweetness, thus enchanting the entire world. So, thank you, Prabhuji. Very wonderful verse, glorifying Lord Krishna.
Prabhu. Anything coming to anyone's mind by reading this verse?
Gauravati.
Gauravati?
The Ratna Singhasane বসে আছে.
Gauravati is coming. Very nice. And a very similar bhajan is by Narottam Das Thakur. Maybe we can read that. Brindavana Yasthana Divya Chinta Mani Dhama Ratana Mandira Abrita Kalindini Rajahamsa Keli Kore Tahe Shobhe Kanaka Kamala Tara Madhya Hema Pitha Ashtadale Beshtita Ashtadale Pradhana Naika Tara Madhye Ratnasane Bashiyache Dui Jane Shama Sundari Radhika Urupalavanya Rashi Ami Apariche Kashi Hasya Parihasa Sambhasha Narottama Dasa Koi Nitya Lila Sukham Sada Spuruka Murama Ani. It's a beautiful bhajan. Maybe Nyan Prabhu, you can read the translation here.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam all the devotees. Beautiful Vrindavana is filled with Chintamani gems and many jewel palaces and temples. Many regal swans play in the waters of the Jamuna, and in those waters a splendid golden lotus flower grows. In the middle of lotus is a golden place surrounded by 8 petals. On those 8 petals, the 8 principal gopis reside. And in the center, Lord Shyamasundara and beautiful Srimati Radharani sit on the jewel throne. The great beauty of the divine couple and their charming joking and laughter continually showers nectar everywhere. Narottama Das Thakur says, I pray that these blissful, eternal, transcendental pastimes of the divine couple may be always manifested in my heart. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, beautiful. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now, if you see this verse, quite very, a lot of similarities here. Altar made of gems, Ratna Simhasana in Vrindavan, and forest of desires, Sri Divya Chinta Mani Dhama. So we can. These bhajans are not just bhajan; these are also like philosophy and rasa both. Especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Narottam Das Thakur have given a lot of bhajans. Let's see next verse. Yes, Vipulpu, you want to read?
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandava Pranam, all glories to Śrīla Prabhupada. Text 220. Bamo Parshe Śrī Radhika Shokhi Gana Sange Rasadik Lila Prabhu Kore Kata Range. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. By his left side is Srimati Radharani and her personal friends. With them, Lord Govinda enjoys the Ras Lila and many other pastimes. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very well. I think we discussed this also. The second paragraph is showing that in the middle of that lotus, surrounded by 8 petals, are the 8 principal gopis, and in the center of the jewel throne are Sham Sundar and Radharani, Pradhana Naika. So that's the word used here. Ashtadale Pradhan. Okay, Pradhan Naika is the principal gopis, the word, and Tara Madhya Ratnasane, Ratna Asana, Dui Jane, Do Log. The 2 people are Shama and Radhika. They are sitting in the middle, as mentioned in this verse, with her friends. That's the 8 principal gopis, Pradhana Nayika, and they are always enjoying the beautiful pastimes, which is also mentioned here in the 3rd verse. If we see, they are charming, joking, laughter, continually showers nectar everywhere. These are their pastimes, right? In the Madhurya Rasa, they are having wonderful, Nauka Vihar and pastimes and joking and playing and teasing and fighting and sometimes anger also. They're all different flavors of the pastimes. So we'll move to the next one. 221. Yes, Nayan Prabhu, you can read this. Or Priya Mataji, you want to read?
Sorry, devotees, Balarāma, August, Śrīla Prabhupada. Yanradanya Nijaloke Hare Parmasane Astada Sakasara Mantre Kara Upasana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Brahma, sitting on his lotus seat in his own abode, always meditates on him and worships him with the mantra consisting of 18 syllables. Should I read the purport?
Yes, you can read the purport.
Okay. In his own planet, Lord Brahma, with the inhabitants of that planet, worships the form of Lord Govinda, Krishna, by the mantra of 18 syllables. Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jnana Vallabhaya Swaha. Those are initiated by a bona fide spiritual master and who chant the Gayatri mantra 3 times a day. Know this Asta Da Saksara 18-syllable mantra. The inhabitants of Brahmaloka and the planets below Brahmaloka worship Lord Govinda by meditating with this mantra. There is no difference between meditating and chanting, but in the present age of meditation, it is not possible on this planet. Therefore, loud chanting of a mantra like the Maha Mantra, Hare Kṛṣṇa, with soft chanting of the Astadaksara, the mantra of 18 syllables, is recommended. Lord Brahma lives in the highest planetary system known as Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. In every planet, there is a predominating deity. As the predominating deity in Satyaloka is Lord Brahma, so in the heavenly planets, Indra is the predominating deity. And on the sun god, Vivasvan, is the predominated deities. The inhabitants of the predominating deities of every planet are all recommended to worship Govinda either by meditation or by chanting. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any thoughts, comments you have in this text?
Oh, no, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, Lord Brahma, Padmas, and Padma means lotus. He is on the lotus flower, as we all know, which comes from the navel of Sri Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And then he is the secondary creator. He lives in the Satyaloka, also called Brahmaloka. And what is he doing? Basically, he is meditating upon the Supreme Lord Krishna. There are Brahma Samhita prayers, which most of you know. But here in particular, it's mentioned about the 18-syllable mantra which he chants, and this mantra is one of the mantras given for those who chant the Gayatri mantras. There are 7 mantras, and this is one of them. But Prabhupada mentions very, very clearly, in the present age, meditation is not possible on this planet. Very so clear. There is meditation is not possible on this planet. And actually, no, it's quite hard. I remember when I got the Gayatri initiation, one devotee told me, just like an elder brother, he told me, make sure you don't sleep while chanting Gayatri. And I was like, what? What do you think? Like, will I sleep? And that too, it takes only 7 minutes. You think I can't manage 7 minutes? I was a little bit, like, what? Really? 7 minutes? But very soon my false ego was crushed. So, yeah, it happens. And my wife humbles me down. That, what are you doing? You're sleeping or what? So, but the point is, yeah, especially, the time, that circumstances sometimes. Kali-yuga is not the age of silent meditation. It's the age of loud Harinam. And Prabhupada is clearly writing, in the present age, meditation is not possible on this planet. Therefore, loud chanting of Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is with the soft chanting. So, of this Ashtadash Akshara, 18 Akshara is recommended. So, yeah, step by step. But the main focus is given on the chanting. And then later, based on a lot of factors. So, but the main thing is chanting the holy names, japa, kirtan, harinam, loud, chanting, dancing, that shakes up. So, any other comments anyone has?
Suppose the Gayatri mantra and Ashtadash Akshara mantra is different, right?
Yeah, this is one of the. Now, Gayatri is also different in different sampradayas, but what is given in ISKCON, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, there are 7 mantras. So this is one of them.
So, who take the Brahmanishan, they chant the 7 mantras every day, 3 times a day?
Yeah, 7 mantras, 10 times each, 3 times a day.
10 times.
Softly, as mentioned here. Any more thoughts, comments? And sannyasis have a few more, actually. Yeah, when they get sannyas initiation, which you may get after 10 years, 20 years, if you aspire, then you'll get those and you can tell us. But they have some more, yeah, for sure. They have certain more mantras which they chant along with their Gayatri. And of course, that it's not for everyone. I was just saying on a lighter note. But yes, I mean, like in ISKCON, the system is very, very like tough in the sense like strict. It's not that okay, I want sannyas. Okay, no, okay, and I could get it tomorrow. It's not like that. Very, very chosen souls with a lot of scrutiny, with a lot of processes and exams, and their behavior, their like character for last 20, 30 years. Everything is scrutinized very carefully, and a whole team makes that decision. And then they have to go through a series of like waiting for 4, 5, 7, 8 years. Like Pran Govind Prabhu has been in this process for over 4 or 5 years, and now very soon, how soon I don't know, maybe a few months, maybe a few years, he may get sannyas. But yeah, his name has been approved through after all those processes and examinations. Recently, you may have heard about one more sannyas, devotee getting sannyas in Bhaktivedanta manner. I forgot his name. His Holiness. Anyone knows? Bhaktivedanta manner. He is the one who gives acronym. Sutapa? Oh? Yeah, so, yeah, Sutapa. The Bhagavad Gita acronyms, which we have discussed many times, he's the one who is given them actually. So very, very young, enthusiastic devotee. You may have seen his picture recently, the potential, like the candidate for PM was visiting Bhaktivedanta Manor, and then there was a sannyasi standing in some of those pictures, and he's that one. Quite young, energetic, enthusiastic. So, and as we know, I'm so bad with names. I don't know. I'm getting old and forgetting names. His Holiness, who is that Maharaj? Jadwit Maharaj's disciple, who does wonderful kirtan. Sannyasi disciple. And now he got his
Bhakti Purushottam Swami.
And Jadwit Maharaj's disciple. He does kirtan a lot, and he got recently this cancer in the last stage or something.
Kadam Kanad Swami?
Yeah,
No.
it's Kadamba Kanad Maharaj, yes. So he is his sannyas guru. He gave him the sannyas. And you may have already heard the news of Kadamba Kanad Maharaj that doctors have told him that he has about a year left.
Do you know
And
where he is right now?
No, I don't know where he is. Are you aware of this?
Yeah, that he got cancer, yes.
Yes, and he openly declared it to all his disciples and well-wishers and everyone. So he gave a few initiations, and the sannyas initiation was also one of those. I don't know how I moved to the topic, but yeah, I think but all these are great souls. Yeah. Any other thoughts, comments, questions before we pause for today? So we can meditate upon this beautiful Vrindavan, the altar, the Radha Krishna doing their pastimes, mercy of Guru, Sakhis on the sides, and yeah, we can meditate upon this tonight, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Śrī Radha Govind Dev ki jai, Śrī Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Śrī Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitānaṁ pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Thank you. Hare Bol.
Thank you very much.
Hare Bol.